Guys, it is Jed, and it has been a minute. I know a lot of people are freaking out at this title, but trust me, this video is not what you were thinking. I figured this topic deserves some revisiting. This topic is what put me on the map. It is the only reason you are seeing this video right now. I know I can be a prick sometimes, but I am thankful for everything this last year. Recently, I've lost my drive. I really don't know what to create at the moment. Apex was a game I was enjoying before it died. I haven't actually sat down and played Fortnite since like Season 4. I still occasionally try it just to figure out how something works for a video I'm working on. The Division 2 took about a month of my time, and I actually have a video ready to go on that game, ready to be uploaded, but I just didn't think it would be perceived well, so here we are, my next video. Fortnite is finally dying, the 1-year anniversary. I'm going to be taking a look at where the game is now and how the year went after my claim. The game did better than I thought. To be clear, it's absolutely nowhere near where it was when I made that claim. On Google Trends, which checks all engagement with a piece of content across all aspects of the internet, Fortnite has decreased about 50% since last year. 100 being the game's peak in Season 3, at the time of mid-Season 4, June 10th, 2018, the day of Fortnite is finally dying, the game was at an 89. I admit, I was definitely early on my video. At this point, the game had only dropped 11% in player base since its peak. I made the video because of the complete outrage that the community was under. This was the time I think llamas were nerfed and floor drops were nerfed. People were not happy. So I rushed to say something about it. Despite not being entirely accurate, the timing of that video was amazing. Now, June 10th, 2019, the game is sitting at a 41. That is over a 50% decrease in engagement over the entire internet over the last year. And before people begin denying numbers they don't like, which happened here, allow me to debunk this thought process. Right here, we are on the Steam charts for PUBG, a very comparable game. This chart's going to look different because this is condensed down into 3 lines, so this is much more compact and it looks a lot smoother. Regardless, you can see here, just the general shape of this. No one's playing it, jumps up into the millions, and then dips down, right? Here's Google Trends. No one's playing it, millions of players, dies down. They're not identical, but this scale is obviously more dramatic because it's not condensed down into just 3 lines right here. This would be the top of the graph if it was looking at Steam charts. And it's not quite no one's playing it. It's, you know, sitting up a little bit, not quite completely dead. Same thing here. They're in the same exact spot. And you could do this with any game, and I promise you'll find the same result. As player population goes up, more people are looking into the game. And people say, oh, just because they're playing it doesn't mean they're looking it up. Someone could be looking it up and not playing it, which would hurt your argument. As a general rule, as player counts go up and down, so does Google Trends. It is our best measurement tool as a community to see how the game is doing. If you don't know player counts and you have nowhere to look but developer statements, jump on Google Trends. See how the game is actually doing. I'm going to Photoshop an image of these because I'm sure some people are thinking, oh, these graphs are nothing alike. Yes, they are. This one's more dramatic because it is 5 lines here, and this one is only 3. These graphs are more similar than you think. So, moving forward, if we, as a community, don't have access to concurrent player counts, your best substitute is Google Trends. As I've said before, it is the closest piece of factual evidence that we have that suggests player counts. Fortnite's community, give or take, has decreased over 50% in the last year. When I made the claim that it was dying, I expected it to be near the 30s or 20s by now. We all have to give credit. They are hanging on. They are lasting much longer than I thought they would. But this year hasn't been great for them. There was and still is much controversy surrounding the game. I'm sure we all remember when I called out the oddly smart behavior of Epic Games and how they'd quickly revert the game when their competition dies down. Sure thing they did. To clarify, back when Siphon and Materials on Kill were still a thing, people thought the game was in an amazing spot. I actually returned to the game to play it. I enjoyed it as well. Epic recalled these mechanics when Apex Legends was no longer a threat. This decision either makes Epic the smartest or the most oblivious company on the planet. I think they did it to get a bunch of press and get everyone talking about the game again. Or they did it because they actually don't have any clue what a good mechanic is for their game. I'm erring on the side of Epic did this for a bunch of press. I'm not sure where the game is now. I haven't touched it in a really long time, but I'm assuming the gameplay isn't great. You'll have to inform me in the comments. I figured for this video, I'd take a walk down my last year with this game and run over everything Fortnite on this channel. Maybe some things outside of the channel too. So, day number 1 after Fortnite is finally dying. I only received a small amount of views, sitting at 1.1k I think. Most of you probably didn't know that prior to this video I had about 4,000 subscribers and averaged 100 views a video. I thought that this video would hit like 10,000 views at the rate it was growing and then stop. Boy was I wrong. On day number 2 I got an additional 1.4k views. This video was really taking off and I was getting pretty excited about it. I was telling my friends, my family. Day number 3, my video got an additional 28,000 views and I was starting to consider the possibility that it was going to blow up. I didn't think my video was worthy of going viral. I just threw it together so sloppily in a rush to capitalize on the community outrage. I was starting to actually worry. Day number 4. I was in full panic mode. My video received 106,000 views, and I was certain the internet was going to tear me apart. That's why I specifically called for everyone to be civil in the beginning of it. Day number 5. My video got slapped with an additional 400,000 views, and I did not know what to do about it. I really can't craft up words as to how thankful and scared I was. On day number 6, when I woke up that morning and I saw the number that I'm about to tell you, all I could think of is 2 years ago staring at the 79 subscribers, my biggest stuck point. I will never forget it, and thinking I will never make it. On this day, my first video and still my only video to have passed 1 million views. More specifically, I got 1.6 million views on that day, pushing it to nearly 2 million. But that wasn't all. Day number 7, 1 week after the video came out, it received 3.3 million more views in that 24-hour span. I seriously don't want you guys thinking that I'm flexing on you guys. That I'm not. This isn't the point of the story. I have nothing to brag about. I got lucky. I put the right video up at the right time and it just exploded. I was so unbelievably prepared for the massive no human can do that. Listen to me debate people for a perspective they haven't thought